The contract matured everything. It made it real live business. Part of the NBA and the fun of it is the basketball. All day, I could play basketball till I'm blue in the face. Just keep on hooping. Just take a nap, wake back up and do it again. The greatest part of the NBA is the basketball. One of the down parts of it is the business, because the dollars and cents make everything real.
Man,
It's true, dog. It's true. I mean, just what you said. You gotta know when you sign that. When you go in the office, you got your agent,
right,
and you signing that paper. That's that contract.
Right.
Yo, it's a business. When you go get a job down, where a regular 9 to 5, you ain't taking no agent with you
right,
to sign them papers. You know what I'm saying? Get that 9 to 5.
Right.
No, all right. Now this is the business. Look, boom. I need you to do this. I don't know how to, do the percentages, or I don't know this clause, that clause. Hire your agent. So and like you mentioned in the soundbite, we just hooping. We're not thinking about the business side of it until we get a little bit older. Like, all right, settle down a little bit more. Now I got to think about my kids.
Right.
Got to think about what I'm gonna do after retirement. Right. I done blew all the money. I done blew fun with the homies or whatever. Now it's business now. Mm-hmm. So them trips and all that, everything is slow down.
I start like when I watch PG and I hear some of his comments. Mm-hmm. Just little things about him being uncertain, the uncertainty and dark moments. And I'm starting to see him being in this transition to where you first get into the league and you enjoy the league, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of a dark moment of uncertainty. You want me to be your guy. Thought I would have been in the loop. Mm-hmm. You're starting to hear of guy coming in the league, establishing himself, gets established. He's one of those great players of the potential
All-star,
future, whatever, all-star, has a, kind of a roadblock, comes back from that. But from the perspective of a player, he's in that part where I feel like, not being naive, but it was fun. I'm having basketball with Danny Granger. I had this group of guys. Now it's all new faces. Now I'm the guy. Now I'm supposed to connect all this, and on top of all this, now it's business into this. So y'all not gonna put the team I want around me. Now I gotta talk about the uncertainty of the future and the summer, and this is what I was talking about, what damages kind of your, whatever it is, your love, your passion for what you do.
It's a mistake.
It definitely deals and affects your passion for the game. It shouldn't. Mm-hmm. If anything, for myself, man, it gave me an edge. If anything, it was something to be encouraged off of. But I'm seeing him going through this, and there, and it's kind of all these little added on impulses that are kind of making this thing bigger than what it is. Indiana's a good team. You look at them on paper, they're supposed to be better than what they are, bro. True. And it all starts and ends with Paul George. So, I look at him being in this transition right now.
I know how I feel.
Do you think they should trade Paul George?
Man,
I thought they should have traded Paul George.
The way that this league is now, man, it's, you never know. You never know. I mean, of course, Indiana's going to do what's best for Indiana, the ball club.
But this is one of the main pieces, though. This is Indiana basketball.
True, but that's also showing you what we already knew. Everyone is expendable. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be traded. Anybody can, you know what I'm saying? It's just like the same thing as an injury. Anybody can twist the ankle. Anybody can be traded. Before, when we were growing up and before us in a different era, no, you wouldn't think about trading your main guys.
Different times, though.
But exactly, and that's the whole thing about what it is with the whole Paul George situation. It's a different time. It's the social media era, excuse me. So now, instead of me going to my homies or my mom or somebody I could talk to, or I'm gonna just take it to Twitter, or I'm gonna just, it's, to me, that's different. Yeah, yo, my office right upstairs, or my locker room right downstairs. Yo, come talk to me, holla at me.
Do you think, how is this situation different from Melo's, with PG and Melo?
It's a big difference.
Is it?
The New York media. To me, that's a big difference.
Melo has a lot more control over his because of the no trade clause, him being able to say yay or nay in the situation. Paul George is one of these ones where after the year, if you're a Bird, you don't sign him. What are you saying to the fans? What are you saying to the Indiana fan, Pacer fans, Knicks fans when you saying all this?
And especially if you don't get nothing in return.
This is your best player, dog. This is your best player. This is your best player, your cornerstone. You've invested. You know you got to put, in these days, you got to put talent with talent, as you see, two,
Yeah.
3 guys together. That's kind of the consensus of what it is now.
Yeah.
If you're not going with that, dog, you kind of like old news right now, right? Right?
In and out.
Man.
And I like what Melo's doing too. You know, he's been remaining silent for the most part with this whole thing with him and Phil. You know, he say his answers in the media, but you know, he's not going to Twitter or Instagram be like, oh, Phil this, Phil that. Nah, like it's happening to him. But I commend Melo for that. You know, he keeping his head and he's still going out there playing.
I got one for you. So now you PG, you know, because you still got to court this. We didn't trade you. You Melo, we didn't trade you. You know, front office is going to come down to you and talk to you about the future. How serious are you taking these conversations?
I'm taking it serious. Oh, well, as far as
Are you even
the
upstairs?
season.
Are you even upstairs? You're not talking? You're not going?
I'm taking it as far as the season. I mean, you got to, whatever comes after that, all right, we can worry about that stuff in the summer. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to stop them bills from coming. It ain't going to stop, you know what I'm saying, your little son or your daughter from going to that private school or, you know, paying for that private school with this. It ain't going to stop that from coming. So you can't stop working because, okay, the boss upstairs said, oh, listen that, blah, blah, blah.
You didn't get traded, though. They
Still.
talking about this. They talking about
Your
the future
check's
with
still
you.
the same?
They talking about the future with you, though.
I understand that.
You've already talked about uncertainty.
But you got to worry about, Paul George has to worry about himself now at this point and his family, yo. Because, like you just said, they already.
True.
So now,
Okay.
all right, I see how y'all playing it.
So
I can't take it too personal. I'm going to go out here. I still got to play. I still got a wife and kids at home I got to feed.
So you're not even entertaining any future talks other than that? We just talk about in the future?
We talk about it in the summer.
Okay.
When the season over.
You know what it is, dog.
I'm
Every
gonna
21.
focus on this. We in the 8th spot now. I'm gonna focus on that. That's
What's
all.
up, man?
7th
We're in the
spot,
area,
8th
man.
spot.
We're in the area. We're talking about it all of it, right?